live match preview. And as it says in the title, we need to win. We need to win. We need to win. United versus Everton match preview. This match is of incredible importance. If I'm honest, it's a very, very important that we actually win this game against Everton. We're at home. We're at Old Trafford. I'm still contemplating whether I should actually head on down there and actually go and see them play. But there's just some issues with trains and metros and all the rest of it, and just general UK-based stuff. So it's not been, in my opinion, the greatest. The UK, but anyway, that's a side issue. Let's preview this game here. So United obviously come into this game with back-to-back wins, incredible wins against Spurs and then against City obviously last weekend. We obviously beat AZ Alkmaar 4-0 with our B team at Old Trafford earlier this week. Apologies, I didn't cover the stream. I was a bit unwell. And now we're going into this game, Everton home. Everton, who obviously had a bit of a leap after Duncan Ferguson taking charge and obviously giving them something to fight for. And really, the question is, okay, yes, we know that United have been able to win against teams, play against the counter-attack, the big teams. We've taken points off Liverpool, we've taken points off City, we've taken points off so many teams. Raymond Moore, good shout out to you, man. Shout out, how you doing? Are you all right? Good to see you. You're doing well, buddy. Real test begins now. You're right about that, man. The reality is that United have probably been the best team in terms of taking points from the top six. Like I said, we've beaten Spurs already this season, we've beaten Chelsea already this season, we've beaten Leicester, and we've beaten City. We've beaten all four of those teams this season, all top four, and we've taken points drawn off with Liverpool, the only team to do so. And yet, we are in the position that we are. However, given the fact that Chelsea today, Don Wagner, shout out to you in the chat as well, shout out. This is a chance for Ollie to show some in-game tactical clout to stop a slam dunk by Big Dunk. Fair enough, fair. Indeed, man. We're going to talk about Big Dunk later. I'm still old enough to remember Big Dunk the Thug, to be honest. The guy, knowing Big Dunk, Everton are going to be, and that for me is the one thing that probably concerns me about this game, is that, we don't really have a lot of United players. I mean, maybe Fred a bit, and possibly Wan-Bissaka. But a lot of our players are very lightweight, if that makes any sense, and could easily sort of be pushed off the ball. And I have a feeling that Big Dunk will definitely want to rattle the feathers at Old Trafford. So we need to make sure that we can best that by actually playing our game of football, not allowing Everton to settle in the game. But as I said, it is very, very important. This game is very important, especially as today, obviously, Chelsea surprising lost to Bournemouth at home. Chelsea look like they're in a pretty bad run. And if we win against Everton at home, we've got a semi-decent run. Newcastle at home, not away, which hopefully should be better for. So then playing them away and losing to Sean Longstaff. Sorry. But if we beat Everton, we'll be 2 points behind Chelsea. And, Chelsea are going to drop more points. We still have to play Chelsea Stamford Bridge. They're going to be tired. So it's very possible that by Christmas, United could get into the top four, which I think would be amazing considering how bad our season has basically been so far. So this game is really, really important. Without a shadow of doubt, it is very, very important. Just a shout out for you guys new to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studios. Hit that like button. Follow us on Twitter, UnitedX. Get involved in our Discord communities and download those Red Devil Live podcasts. And if you're able to, support us on Patreon. So anyway, moving on. Just going further about what I think the lineup is going to be. So here we have obviously De Gea. This for me right now is probably our strongest lineup. Bearing in mind that Pogba's not back yet, but from the players that we have available, this is going to be our strongest lineup, and this is going to be the formation that I think we're going to play: a 4-2-3-1. At Old Trafford. You could argue, should we really be playing two holding midfielders against Everton? I don't think we should. I think we have the capacity to play a 4-3-3 against Everton and really just go at them with pace. But this is the formation that Ollie is stuck with, and given the partnership with Fred and McTominay, I just think that this is how he's going to play anyway. So De Gea is obviously going to be in goal. It's been fine. It's been solid for us. No doubts about that. I don't think anyone has any debates. De Gea will go in goal. Then in front of De Gea, Maguire and Lindelof. I still think Twansibi should be given a shot in more Premier League games. But again, I think just because, well, I guess who do you displace? I'll put that into the comments, guys. Who do you think? Do you think that Twansibi should come into the team? And if so, who do you think he should actually displace? Let me know in the comments, guys. But I suspect that Ollie will play Maguire and Lindelof as two centre-backs because that's just basically who he's played. He played in the Spurs and in the City game, and why fix something that's not broken? I think on left back, Shaw will obviously come in. I think Williams is sort of he's improving, and he had a semi-decent game in midweek. But I think that's one of the reasons why he played midweek. I think that Shaw is going to come in. I think Shaw, being fit, coming back to fitness, he's going to slot into the side. I think he had a good game against City, as did all the City players. But I think he's definitely going to have to step it up against Everton, and we're really going to need him to really not only defend well, but actually sort of push up. I think with Wan-Bissaka as well. So yeah, Luke Shaw. I think it's if he plays well, then United basically win this game. Raymond Moore. I still think Twansibi is better than Lindelof, but Lindelof has been solid for us at the moment. Yeah, that's the thing. I agree. It's like if you want Twansibi in, then the question I guess goes who replaces him, because he'll need a run of games at least in the first team to sort of cement his position, and I don't think Solskjaer can afford that right now, unless there's an injury to Maguire or Lindelof, etc. So until then, he's probably going to be Europa League fodder for the time being. Right back is obviously is self-explanatory. Right back will be Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka was almost, dare I say, god tier. Right. I think as some of you guys will be when we talked about our academies. Right now, Wan-Bissaka is in the what were the classifications again? I think it was. What was it? Legend, acolyte. I can't remember. I need to. I'm going to be doing videos later about tiers of players and top ranking players and bottom ranking players. But certainly Wan-Bissaka was up there, and he had a very, very good game against Manchester City. My only fear really with Wan-Bissaka really has always been just